my name is Vinita Shekhar, and my partner for GHCI 2020 is Vivek Chikara, and we are working for the transaction banking team here in Bengaluru for Goldman Sachs. I'm doing this short video to give you a sneak peek into our paper, Micro Account Strategy on Public Cloud. But why do you need a new account strategy? Let's take an example. For example, you need to host a small microservice. The first thing that you would look for is to have an elastic compute. Then you want to store the state, so you need a database. You want to store some data and share some data, you need the S3 buckets. You need VPC endpoints to communicate, you need subnets to be set up, you need secrets manager, you need CloudWatch to be set up to hold your to look for the logs and debug them, and you need MTLS set up that opens the gate for authorization, authentication, and some way to have entitlement in place to say who can access your service. Above all of this, you need a few more extra additional services to be available for your microservice to run. Now, if I want to increase the number of instances of my service, what happens? I create multiple instances of the same service, sharing some of the resources, but it resides in the same account. Not a problem. Now, if I want to increase deploy it across multiple environments, say for example, have a dev, QA, UAT, pre-prod, etc., that increases the number of application microservices that you're hosting in the same account. The complexity increases when we start increasing the number of services, dependent services and other services, getting them hosted on the same account. One way or the other, they start communicating with each other, and that creates a cyclic dependencies across the IAM roles or resources that they start to share. So this is going to affect a lot of cloud native application features that AWS provides. For example, portability or scalability becomes a problem after a point in time. There will be limitations that would come in place because of this. Let's say, for example, you would have cross-account boundaries to be reached. You would have reached the limit on the number of resources that you can use. And if in case you have any disaster, the blast radius will be pretty huge. And automating the repeatable process of an account to destroy and recreate is going to be a problem. So that is where micro account strategy comes into help. And this paper in detail talks to you about how we have used micro account strategy to avoid these challenges or overcome these challenges in our financial institution to host multiple applications and across multiple environments and tens and number of homegrown microservices. Do you want to know more? Do come watch our session. Thank you.